Yo, what up, everybody? I'm headed to the Tampa Bay Fairgrounds because El Presidente Donald Trump is there tonight for some reason. So I'm gonna go down in the area. It's right by the casino. I might put $1 in a slot machine or something and see what I can conjure up. See if I can get any content, protesters, etc. What up? All right, I'm at the top floor casino parking garage. I used to work here, and I always loved the view up here. There's these guys building a new tower. It's supposed to be done in 2019. It's going to be way bigger than the actual hotel that used to be there. You can see it sticking out from behind. But anyway, here's a bird's eye view of I-4 east and westbound, and right across the way there is the Mid-Florida Amphitheater, and that orange building is the fairgrounds. I came up here to get a bird's eye view thinking there's going to be tons of people. From what I understand, they've been lined up since this morning, but it must be on the opposite side there. But what I do notice is there is lots of police. Like every car you see over there, plus the tent, I believe, plus to the right, underneath the canopy of the trees, I believe that is all police vehicles. So they are expecting a turnout. The weather's horrible. I'll do my best to get some content, but I'm not gonna get soaked. I still gotta do some other stuff today and work. So there you go. Bird's eye view of where Trump is gonna be doing his thing tonight. Alright, so now I'm pulling in here. I hope they don't charge for admission here. Here's some MAGAs here. Here's some merchandise. Guys selling MAGA hats. This guy complaining about something. Parking, cash only. Alright, I'm not gonna pay to be here, so I'm gonna bust a Yui. I'm not giving them $6. So basically I'll do a little report from right here until somebody says something, but here we go. Look at all these people just willing. The parking lot's totally full. I'm sure by the time anything happens. I'm gonna try to interview this guy across the way. Here's a couple guy looking like feds. Doesn't mean they are. Alright, so as you can see, I'm not in anybody's way. I'm not obstructing anything. I'm just checking out the scene here. President needs our help, he's saying. Come over. See what this guy has to say. He's a pretty vocal guy. I'm John. John Felix. Okay. How are you?
I'm not so good. I've been fighting organized crime known as law enforcement for 10 years, sir.
Okay.
Been fighting for my life.
What's going on with you?
Well, I started out, I bought a property for my trucking company out of South Florida in Volusia County.
Okay.
Me and my ex-wife were lured to the area by low property values. You know, I run the whole state.
Where'd the land?
Yeah, well, no, we moved to Daytona Beach.
Okay.
During the height of the real estate boom, we found a house for like, you know, comparatively was a good deal. Any coastal community was cheaper than any coast. We didn't know why. So we bought into it. I discovered it was from corruption. Anyway, when I bought the yard and the land for my trucking business, because I wanted to convert from for-hire trucking to either recycling or buying and selling, I wanted to convert from just, you know, transport. And I bought this property adjacent to an open cocaine trafficking front business. Okay, and I watched these guys operate with impunity. And I intended.
Who were they?
These guys, it was called Mike Henry was the name of one of them. Mike and Mike Auto, and on 1515 Newport.
So you're saying they were a front and what, they were getting protection from somebody?
They were actually operatives for the narcotics unit of Volusia County.
Volusia County what? Sheriff's Department?
Sheriff's Department, sir. It goes higher than that.
What year are we talking?
I bought the property in 2000 and late 2008, and I moved in 2009, and they immediately targeted me. They started stealing my equipment, and finally they.
Who stole your equipment?
The network. The whole area was set up as a network. It was a perfect setup, and when I saw it, I realized that what it is it was a tiny sliver of county jurisdiction and a sea of city jurisdiction at the airport in DeLand.
Mm-hmm.
It was wooded. There were no neighbors around. Dead end road, wooded lots all around. It was a perfect setup. And when I saw the traffic coming and going, I knew what was going on.
So what kind of traffic? Anybody worth the note?
Cocaine traffic. Yeah, BMW. I told when I met with the FBI in Daytona in 2015, I said these aren't low-level customers. BMWs will pull up.
Okay.
I told them that. I met with an agent called Rob Corley in Daytona in 2015, January of 2015. He was dismissive, excusive.
This is the FBI agent?
Yes, sir.
You have any other stuff on record?
Just reports
okay.
from the US DOJ, from the FBI.
And now why were you targeted?
I was targeted because they didn't want me in there. They didn't want me in their neighborhood. I was an outsider. And when I moved in there, they immediately told me this area don't like outsiders.
Oh, I see.
Good old boy network. See, it's a tight network. Only people.
And this is Volusia, huh?
Volusia County.
Okay.
It's very corrupt. If you do research on it,
okay,
you'll know that it goes way back.
I
did some real research on it, and it goes back. Vogel. Everybody, when you mention corruption in Volusia County, everybody goes back to Vogel. He was on 60 Minutes.
Now, who is Vogel?
Vogel was the sheriff before Ben Johnson, who I pushed off from all the pressure I put on him. Okay, Vogel was a 20-year reign. Before that, there was a guy, I forget his name, but he was a retired FBI agent, associate of J. Edgar Hoover, and he set up his own FBI branch as cover. And when I suspected a local FBI, and I was told by law enforcement in the area that the local branch was corrupt, so I called up headquarters. They hung up on me.
Sure.
They said it doesn't work that way. You have to go to your local branch. I says I'm coming to you because it's not working. Doesn't work that. The arrogance of the FBI boils my blood. Okay.
You're preaching to the choir on that.
What's that?
You're preaching to the choir, but go on.
You know, they were tipped off about 9/11, and they allowed it to happen. Department of Homeland Security wouldn't exist if FBI didn't.
So what are you doing here?
I'm here to support the president. I've got a sign out there that says.
What is it you like about Donald?
I like that he's an outsider and he's a businessman, and he gave up his cushy billionaire life to help the American people. And I'm here to tell these morons, these zombies, to wake up and support the president and tell him to get the FBI off of his back.
Okay.
Because they're not quitting, and they're going after his family, they're going after his business, and they're not going to quit. Why don't they investigate James Comey and find some real crimes?
Right.
You know, if they never ended James Comey an investigation, and you know what they're doing? They're using mafia tactics. If they can't get you, they go around after everybody around you.
Yeah.
So I'm here to support the president, sir.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
What else? So your personal story comes out of the land in the Volusia County Sheriff's Office. And how long's that been going on?
10 years.
I'm sure you want to get back in your cab because it's starting to rain, right?
No.
Oh, you're okay?
I need
all right.
to get this exposed, sir.
All right, good. Well, I have 100,000 subscribers now, so this is going to be heard by thousands, tens of thousands of people.
I'll name names. I mean, agents, like I said, Robert
Sure.
Corley,
The floor is yours. Say what you want to say. I got
Ben Johnson. What happened is when he called me to threaten me, okay, what I did is I got involved in 2016 in the election to expose him because I realized he married the media. He married a high-profile CBS reporter named Leslie Gale.
Mm-hmm.
That confers with what Trump's saying is the media is part of the corruption. He married a high-profile reporter. They infiltrated the local FBI. You see, it was a perfect network. And then, so what I did is I got involved politically to expose him in the election. So I started soliciting candidates to run against the master criminal Ben Johnson. And as I immediately word got to him, and he calls me up to threaten me. He calls me up to threaten me, and he told me I didn't want to get on his bad side. And when I started naming names and about the drug dealing and this and that, he starts making excuses, saying they're good. In other words, they're too good for him to get caught. I gave them actionable information they wouldn't act on.
This is the FBI.
Well, after I went to the narcotics unit, I didn't trust. I went up the chain of command to the FBI, DEA.
Well, no one took any action, you're saying?
Nobody has. No, they actually acted against me. They harassed me, pulled and searched me. They've been investigating.
Pulled and searched you where? On the side of the road?
When I lived in Port Orange, what I did is try.
Now you own the trucking company?
Yeah.
It's called Motorway?
Yeah, it goes back to 2000.
And you're religious, I'm assuming, because there's a cross and
yeah, that
the
goes
T?
to the origins where I got the
And you're not worried about being on video and your company's name being on video?
That's my protection, you see. When you play hush hush is when they set you up and knock you off.
Right.
I knew when I committed to this, I needed as much light as
Are you willing to give your name?
Yeah, my name's Robert Money. I'm
Robert what?
Robert Money. I'm in federal court. Sir.
Robert Money.
Look up my case. Robert Money
Sure.
versus Volusia County.
Absolutely.
It's on the record where I openly state Ben Johnson and Volusia County are organized crime, trafficking cocaine. Nobody's ever done what I've done before.
Okay. I'm glad. I'm glad you're fighting.
Yeah. And that's why the reason I became religious is because the way I was given information was divine.
Sure.
Okay, and that's why that gave me the strength and courage to do what I'm doing. That's why I'm still alive.
How are people reacting to you out here?
The American public are mostly zombies. They're indifferent, they're accepting, they're scared. You know what I'm saying? You tell them, and when you mention a narcotic shooting, everybody mentions the CIA drug trafficking story where the reporter killed himself with 2 bullets to the back of his head.
Boy, oh yeah, who was that?
I forget his name, but
Gary Webb.
Yeah.
Gary Webb.
And everybody mentions that and knows it. And nobody wants
Well, a lot of people don't know. It's people who actually do some research.
No,
the majority of the Americans are just kind of going along to get along. You got it. Zombies.
And I'm trying to wake them up. I'm trying to say, hey, man, they're here at a Trump rally. I'm saying this guy needs you, man. He's doing a lot for us.
Can you believe how many people are here and how early they're here?
Well, it's like a cult following. I mean, this is a great man. I wrote to him, and I told him he's a man sent from God.
See, I don't believe he's all that great, but
I do.
I'm glad you do, and I'm a constitutionalist, so you have every right to think that.
What he's doing goes against the grain of everything anybody's ever done. He's reaching out to our...
He's done some bad stuff, too, though.
What bad stuff?
I mean, he said, let's take people's guns and then give them due process. That's unconstitutional. He...
You know what? He thinks out loud.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's guilty of not being measured when he speaks.
Yeah.
He takes stuff back. He's not... He does take stuff back.
He's all right. I'll tell you what. I would jump over 50 million Hillary Clintons to get to Donald Trump.
She is. They've killed people.
She's a career criminal.
The FBI is in collusion with her. They destroyed evidence. And that's what they're doing with my case. They're stalling and they're destroying evidence. You know the compound that I was reporting on?
Mm-hmm.
After I pushed out...
So you're saying this compound is facades as a legitimate business?
It was pretending to be a mechanic repair shop, which is a perfect...
Do they have customers?
Yeah, they had a major clientele.
No, I mean customers that actually got their cars repaired.
Well, yeah, it was a mix.
Okay.
But everybody knew what was going on there.
Sure.
You know, when everybody knows and everybody's tried to report on it, it's obvious.
Okay, but my contention there would be, well, not my contention per se, but if you went to court, they would say, well, how do you know this, Mr. Money? And where's your evidence? Well, one thing I always try to do is record every phone call and video, like right here. I'm sitting here videotaping.
You know what my angle was going to be?
Tell me.
I was going to get into court and I said, Judge, give me subpoena powers. I want records of the narcotics unit, their interactions with me.
Mm-hmm.
I want phone records of all the people named in my case. I would have got what I wanted through subpoenas.
Sure.
And that's why I went to the extreme measure of getting arrested so I could get subpoena powers to prove my case. They dropped the case.
What'd you get arrested for?
Barricading the road to defend myself. You know what they say in their defense in my case? They say they're not obligated to enforce laws and ordinances.
That's true.
Well, then the obligation falls on me.
That's Gonzalez versus Castle Rock, by the way. Go ahead.
Okay, hear me out. If they're not obligated, I am. I'm obligated to defend my life and property.
Of course you are.
I'm going to do it with whatever means are necessary. So I barricaded the road in front of my property to defend myself from the crack.
The public road?
Yes.
You can't do that.
Well,
unfortunately.
Okay, you can't do. That's why I got arrested.
Yeah.
Why'd they drop the charges?
Probably because it wasn't worth it. Because they know that it's going to be a gigantic rigmarole, and you're not just going to roll over.
Well, exactly.
Okay. Hey man, I'm with you. Any people? I'd rather have a million of you than just people just showing up just to show up, just to show up.
10 of me, we'd be ahead of the game.
Oh, there's 2 of you right here, kinda.
Where are you from?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Originally, I live in this area now. My name's John Felix. You should look up my channel. You'll see we have a lot in common.
Well, you gotta get my number, okay?
Take a picture of this. That way you can find me on.
No, what you need to do is just call me, or I call you, so I log it in.
Okay, let me pause this video.
I've got a lot of information.
All right.
All right, yeah.
So you already got in the gates and then you just went and parked over there?
Yeah, I told them what I needed exposure.
And no one's giving you any crap about talking to people as they walk by?
It's my public right.
I know it's your public right, sir, but like we know how police are.
Police know.
They like to enforce their opinions.
They all know. Everybody in the state knows about me. Okay, they know me in Washington, brother.
Okay.
They know me. I've been reporting to. I went to the US DOJ. The president knows me. Okay, Senator. I can show you the email, Senator.
No, man. Listen. I believe you. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, no.
I believe you.
They know me. Believe me. They know me.
So, who do you think the Dems are going to put up in 2020?
Some creep, probably Biden.
Biden?
Yeah, Biden.
How about Oprah?
Gonna get creamed.
How about Oprah?
I don't think she's got the gall or the strength to do it.
I don't think they're going to get anyone to beat Trump, unfortunately.
No.
Which, you know, I might not like him all that much, but again, I'll take it. I'll take anyone over a Democrat, especially over a Clinton. So,
you know what's hard to stomach about him is he's a real man, and nobody's used to a president.
he's kind of pompous. I like Ross Perot better than him. What do you think about Ron Paul? That's my favorite.
Love him.
That's my favorite guy of all time.
I wrote to him and I told him he's going to make a great president.
Now, let's be honest. Donald Trump was about half a pimple on Ron Paul's ass, right?
Well, Donald Trump.
Come on now.
Listen to me.
In comparison.
Listen to me.
You're smiling.
No, listen to me. Donald Trump is a billionaire. He's not a politician. You're
Right.
comparing apples and oranges.
Well, I'm just talking as men go.
He was going to win.
As men go.
He ran to steer the agenda. It surprised me.
I honestly think he ran as a publicity stunt and didn't think he was going to get.
He didn't.
No?
That's why it's an act of God. You see.
All right.
It's an act of God.
Ron Money, right? Robert Money.
Yeah.
My man, thank you for talking to me.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet you. Call me anytime you want to. You can talk, whatever. Maybe doing another interview or talk about current issues. Or what you got going on. Maybe we can meet somewhere halfway.
Well, I'm in DeLand, and I come to this area. I deliver concrete pipes.
Okay.
For Rinker. And,
all right, man.
Like I said, exposure is what saves me. I'm not afraid to call the FBI criminals to because I know they are.
They are criminals.
See? And so.
Yeah, what is it? The last 20 terrorists, the last 18 of the 20 terrorists, they stopped. They're the ones that funded them to begin with, right?
They trained Bin Laden. The CIA trained Bin Laden. Okay, the CIA ran guns.
I know.
Guns for drugs. Listen to me.
I'm running out of memory though.
For the Contras.
This is the next interview.
And they lost it.
This is the next interview. All right, Robert.
All right.
Good speaking with you, man.
A lot of time talking.
You did. I appreciate you. Hey, just look me up and you'll see this video, all right?
Yeah, get me exposed.
We'll talk again.
All
right, sir. Thank you very much. Bye. All right, it's raining hard now. I cut it short with him. That guy was cool enough, man. He was talking to people as he went by. As they went by, he was telling them the president's great. He likes the president. You know, I don't like the president as much because to me, compared to me, he's a liberal. And compared to Ron Paul, he's totally a liberal. But anyway, that was Robert Money. He's got his own issues over there in DeLand. He said you heard him. I'm not going to repeat it because he was going and going. He had a lot to say. He wants exposure. Here you go, buddy. Hopefully this does something for you. I can't confirm or deny anything he said. It's just a random guy here at the Trump rally in Tampa. There's lots of people here. Just cars keep coming and coming. People are walking on foot. And you have every range of people here. People in business suits. The guy I just talked to. Rednecks. Greeks. You know, I'm not paying the $6 to go see Donald Trump. I don't need to talk to anybody else. I have other stuff to do. Got to go make some more money. And thanks for watching the Trump rally in Tampa, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the title of this is going to be. Please support me. Please support this channel. Click on the ads. Buy my rings. Go to my Etsy. Go to my eBay. Go to my Patreon. I love you. Peace and tranquility. Bye. There's a giant Trump flag on the side of the road, too. Just for the icing on the cake. Yo. This might be part of the story, too. So... swinging by the airport here, and there's this giant Air Force plane here. I don't know why it's here, but it's usually not here. A lot of people pulling over to take video. So I don't know if this has something to do with Trump, but there you go. Pretty big ass, cool ass plane right there.